Hey, I finally figured out how to work this damn thing. I've got my laptop out instead of my phone, so I was clueless. What the hell was I supposed to do? But we're here now. Anyways, hope everybody is doing fine. And, it's just great to be able to stretch out for a change, not have to worry about people knocking on my door saying, "Hey, Brandon, you want to buy some drugs? Hey, Brandon, you want to fucking help a lonely girl out?" No, I don't. I do not. I never did. But so fuck it. We're off. And one of the reasons why I'm able to do that is because I have quit giving a fuck. You know, that's one of the real keys to the pleasures of being a monk is you just don't give a fuck. Somebody wants something from you. If it's something you want to do, you do it. If it's not, you don't. I don't give a fuck. And it makes me happy not to have to give a fuck. And I've had some bad things happen in my life, but they're all behind me. And now I just don't give a fuck. People go out of their way to complain about, the economy. Can you do anything about it? No, you can't. Why should you give a fuck? If it takes more money, to do the things you want to do, well, then you earn more money. It's simple. There's no big decision tree. If you want something that you don't have and you're wanting to not do something that you don't really value, well, then you don't do that thing you don't value and you save up the money to get the thing you want. Do you need a big fancy car? No, because you're not trying to impress anybody because you don't give a fuck. Do you need a big fancy house? No, because you're not trying to impress anybody because, once again, you don't give a fuck. So it's a beautiful system. Do I want to be a fashion model in my freaking overalls? No, I don't care because I don't give a fuck. I decided to pamper myself this week, and I'm staying in a fairly decent place. It's a 3-star hotel, but it's better than the fucking dives I usually stay in or the truck. But once again, I don't give a fuck. But I'm doing this because I wanted to be able to stretch out, have room in my hotel room to store all my shit because my company decided that I needed to clean my truck out while I was on vacation and couldn't store my shit in my own fucking truck. So I needed a room that was big enough. So I got one. And you know how come I got one? Because I hadn't been spending my fucking money on worthless bullshit. I didn't give a fuck about buying worthless bullshit. I don't need fucking comic books or video games or fucking, God forbid, a fucking woman. I've been able to stack my cash because I don't give a fuck. Now, we have other people here who have had other stories where they've had to go through some shit like I can only imagine. But to start it off with, we've got a man who I know also doesn't give a fuck. Welcome, one and all, the great Mouth Agape Ape, the beard of MGTOW, the grumpiest.
I got no fucks to give. I ain't got no fucks.
You ain't got no fucks to give.
I got no fucks to give. Sorry.
So, how you doing tonight, Ape?
Pretty good.
Now, can you tell me where your don't give a fuck went? Or where the fucks went that you don't give anymore?
They left after the second divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Once the divorce decree was written up, The judge signed it. It was official. My fucks went away. I didn't give any more.
Well, Hemi is thinking that we might have stashed a few fucks in our beards, and I don't have any in mine.
Well, I do kind of like the old days where you stored a condom in your wallet. I keep a one fuck you in my wallet, and I usually throw it at Canadians that like Dodges.
Possible Canadians. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Anyways, I personally lost my give a fucks after my second divorce as well. But I hadn't lost them completely because I chased tail for a couple of years after that. And then I lost them.
After I ended my second marriage, I decided that I didn't care if I ever got another piece of pussy in my life. It wasn't fucking worth it. So I just resigned the fact that I didn't want that. When I first got divorced, I started looking on the internet for basically support or help or just something that makes, somebody that felt the same way I did. And lo and behold, the YouTube algorithms pointed me towards pickup artists and soap salesmen.
Oh my
God. And I started watching some of those, and I was even stupid enough to buy a couple of books. And those books got thrown away live on stream one time. And I just, it was crazy. I mean, I had all these stupid recommendations, and it was Richard Cooper and Rolled Up Tamale and Coach Greg and all these other guys. And I finally come to the realization that I don't want to chase excellence to impress a broad. I don't give a shit. Yeah. So I don't give a fuck. So then I realized this isn't what I want. I don't want to learn how to pick up women or hold frame or any of that bullshit. And a random freaking hammer hand short came up, and I just started laughing at it. And I said, who is this crazy guy? So I looked at the channel and I watched a couple other videos. And I'm like, hey, this guy's kind of saying stuff that's how I feel, what I'm going through, what I've been through. And so I subbed to him, and the rest, they say, is history. Mm-hmm. And here I am now. See, I got divorced in February of 2021 was the final divorce date. I moved out the day before Thanksgiving 2020, right in the height of all the stupid Corona, the beer flu. And so I've been divorced for going on 2.5 years, and it's great having the bed to yourself.
Yeah.
It's just bought a house.
Having somebody shove their fucking cold feet up against you and use you for a fucking warming.
Yeah. A freaking water bottle, a heated water bottle.
Yeah. Without giving, because they didn't give a fuck if they made you uncomfortable.
No, it's always about them.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we got quite a few people in the chat. We've got D-Man 50, Cyber Toxin, Hemi 4-Speed, Results Oriented, Moki Alex, MGTOW Outlaw, Chaos, Sergeant Grinch, the Spearman, SCE, all the good smelling, K-Plan, Chaos.
Nice.
All the good smelling people are here. So, when I decided I didn't give a fuck, I had been fucking realized that the girls that I was going out with didn't give a fuck either. The only thing they wanted, oh, and Dribbies is here now too. The only thing they wanted was to use me, either for my, fucking money, which was most of the time, or to gain, I was overseas, or to gain a fucking green card.
The citizenship cock carousel.
Yeah. And there was, too. My God.
Oh, yeah. I work with a guy that just got married in Thailand.
Yeah. Well, thank God I didn't fall for that shit.
Well, I think his plan is to spend half the year over there and half the year over here. So he's already got a freaking house built, bought on land.
That he
Everything's
can't
there.
buy.
That he can't buy. His bride had to buy it with his money.
Yeah.
So he could very easily get ejected out of the household.
Yeah. All he has to do is go back and he says key doesn't work on the door. And the police will say, well, fuck off, round eye. That ain't your house.
You don't belong here. They call them, what do they call them? Felong? Felong over there. That means white man, I believe, in Thai, or foreigner, something to that extent. So
what's
if
up,
you're
Dane? Long time no see, man.
You'll be a Felong or Folong or something like that.
I don't know. Hey, Megatron. Yep. Well, even though I'd been hearing it for years, because I started watching Replicant Fish, and then I started watching Hammerhand. Well, I was watching Chronic, but there's an old guy about my age on Chronic who was Hammerhand, so I wouldn't watch Hammerhand.
I sub to those guys too. Replicant Fish puts out some awesome
man,
videos.
He's fucking hilarious.
Oh, he puts out some bangers, man. They are awesome. That latest one, he just started just recently. He's got this picture of this white cat that just goes meow. every time that plays, I fucking bust up laughing.
I wrote him that cat was the bomb.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I love that. Just that little white cat that just goes meow. Oh, fucking laugh. Oh, I do give a fuck about that little white cat. So are you down by the Mexican border way? Are you getting ready to get your choppers worked on?
Yep.
Are you in Mexico or are you in the good old USA?
I'm in the good old USA. I'm not going to spend the night across the border, but I'll certainly
because then
go down there.
Knocks on your room, Senor.
Well, I'm worried more about the cartel dudes that would go, Senor, hey, give me your money.
You have money? You have people that have money? You got to admit, though, it would be more work than it would be worth to chop that big fucking melon of yours off. They'd have to go through 2 or 3 machetes, so they might not want to dull their blades.
Well, if they can make, if they can make a really good tamale, they could butcher me, I'm sure.
That's true. I know some guys that worked in the meat packing plants, and I would not want to go up against them with blades, man. They know how to work a knife.
Fuck yeah.
I worked with a Hispanic guy that he was sharpening a knife one time at work, and him and this other guy, and they'd always kind of have a little competition who could make that thing sharper. And I grabbed that and I touched that blade, and I'm like, holy crap. And I looked at him and I said, boy, you know how to sharpen a knife? And he goes, I'm Mexican. We all know how to sharpen knives. He says, every one of us has worked in a packing plant. I just busted up laughing. He was a great dude.
Yeah. But that's another thing that we don't really need to worry about. It's completely out of our control. is the color of our skin and our fucking heritage. You know, I don't give a fuck. You know, I'll talk to anybody. I'll be friends with anybody, and I'll fucking throw down with anybody too. It doesn't matter. You know, I don't give a fuck.
I try not to, but if you're going to come after me because of my heritage, just that the epitome of racism. If you're going to come after me and threaten me or my family, I will give a fuck. Well, but until then, you do what you want. As long as it doesn't affect me or harm me or any of my loved ones or anything like that, I let the Johnny Law take care of that until Johnny Law doesn't show up.
Yep. Well, I think everybody would just leave each other alone if we didn't have all these people fucking putting fake fear into them and fake hatred. That kind of shit has to be taught.
Yep. And fake hate crimes. People trying to stir up people and get a brouhaha going, so to speak.
Yep.
They're trying. They're trying. They're really trying.
They really are. Just this last week, I actually do give a fuck about certain things. I don't give a fuck about things I can't change. But I do give a fuck about other things that I can change. Because this last week, I was up in Stephenville, Texas. And if you watch the world tour, you'd know that I spent a lot of fucking time sitting on my ass last weekend. And one of the times I was sitting on my ass, I was in this Mexican restaurant, and this guy over at the next table was talking to his mom. He was saying, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to cut that fucker's throat. And was talking to his mom about all the fucking horrible things that had fucking been done to him. Of course, it was over a woman, and somebody also stole some money from him.
Oh, he wasn't threatening. He wasn't talking to his mom about you?
No.
Oh, I thought he was going to come over and cut your throat.
Cut my throat? No. I don't do anything to fucking piss anybody off bad enough to want to cut my throat. They might want to fucking, bloody my lip, but nobody's going to want to fucking kill me. Anyways,
so this man had bad intentions on people.
This man had bad intentions, but I could tell he was a good man. And I went outside after I paid my bill and I prayed in the truck for a little bit. And I went back in, and he's still on the phone with his mom. And I said to him, hey, there's a fight inside you. The devil's coming. He's trying to get you to, he's trying to get you to sin. You really ought to stop that. And he points to the table over here. I sat down. There was a football game on. I think it was the Dolphins playing whoever they were playing. It was, and he says, that I had sat there for long enough, and I finally got up and I said, hey, I'm gonna go outside and pray for you. God bless you, man. I'm going on my way. And he says, okay, come sit at my table. And I said, hey, you don't need to do those things you're going to do. I don't know really why, the story about it or anything like that, but you just need not to do it. There are people out there who care for you, and Jesus cares for you. And he was going after me saying, hey, well, you're a white man, because he wasn't white. He said, what do you care? Why do you want to fucking do it? What do you care about me? I said, I don't care about what color your skin is or anything like that. I just don't want to see you fucking locked up for doing something you could, easily avoid. We talked for about a half hour and he calmed down. I looked in the paper the next day. Nobody was dead.
Well, that's good.
So, you can make a difference if you give a fuck about your fellow man, but you can't fix everybody. and you don't have to
Correct.
spend any money. It's a man. You don't have to buy him dinner, even though I bought you dinner, Abe. You bought me dinner too. So.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
But that's just a professional courtesy.
Yeah. Well, we got Riggs pooping and farting at the same time, so I guess he's sharting.
He sharts in everybody's direction.
Yeah.
Hey,
here.
Riggs, there is a severe line of thunderstorms. I wonder if they're coming his way, because the whole state of Nebraska, basically from the South Dakota border to Kansas, in the middle of the state, has got tornado warnings and torrential storms coming. So hopefully he's safe. Of course, he could probably just fart in a tornado's general direction, and it would smell his rotten ass, and it would dissipate. So,
I don't know, man. His farts are so powerful, they'd probably cause an updraft, and there'd be a secondary tornado, or he'd boost it from an F2 into an F5, and everybody would die.
Well, then better be very careful with his purge valve.
Yeah. Well, we were supposed to be having a couple other fellas show up too and tell us their stories. But they're not popping on.
They're not here.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in chat even.
Well, darn it.
Darn it.
Are you on your phone or are you on a computer?
I'm on my computer.
You could text those gentlemen if you have their numbers.
I suppose I could. We could do that.
And tell them, drop what they're doing, because you're about to ruin the style that they're used to. We'll go old school rap. So when do you go to get your your grill fixed?
It's already been done.
Oh, it has.
Mm-hmm.
You've already snuck across the line, got your chiclets worked on, and already snuck back?
Yep. I did that yesterday.
How do you feel?
I feel fine. The guy was really good. He was a refugee from Venezuela, because they have such a great economic system down there in the communist utopia of Venezuela.
I just saw, Joe Biden's going to help him out.
Would rather work on the border of Mexico than fucking stay in Venezuela.
Yeah, I just saw that today that Joe Tato had just put up 750,000 temporary work visas for Venezuelans only. So they could stay for up to 18 months if they've been in the country since July 31st. But if you come in on August 1st, you'll fuck out of luck.
Right. Sure you are.
Yeah. So, well, I'm glad that you got your grill fixed. How many pesos did that cost?
The dentist cost $145.
Jesus.
And the amoxicillin and the pain pill, those cost $90.
Wow, it's almost as much as the freaking job, huh? The doctor, the dentist.
Yeah. So, for $235, which is about 9% of my deductible, I was able to get the whole damn job done.
Yeah, for $250, you got $4,000 worth of work done.
Right, and I would have had to pay a $2,000 deductible here.
Yeah, and then the bill still would have been 4 or 5 G's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dang.
So, that's another thing that we can't change, but we can do something about. You know,
Yeah.
am I going to pay that kind of money in the U.S. if I can get paid to drive down here? And you can do it anywhere along the southern border. There are, people lined up to take your money once you cross the border and give you quality medical care. You just got to have the you just have to be assertive enough to go and get it.
Just got to have a passport.
Yeah, got one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over there, but I got one.
Yeah. I got one too. That's the only way I could go see my Canadian friends.
Yep. What's up, JR?
Hello,
Keep
JR.
the herd strong, JR. Keep the herd strong. Well, the first guy didn't answer. Let's see what the second guy says.
Yesterday, I went after work. I went to a local watering hole, as I like to do on Wednesday nights, which is my Friday night. And the people in there were having fits because Verizon was down, and Verizon had been down for about an hour or two, and they were scheduled to be out for 14 hours.
Oh shit.
No internet, no freaking texting, only emergency calls only is the only thing that would work on their system. Well, I have a different carrier, and so I'm sitting there looking at my phone just to piss people off. Oh shit!
I noticed the last couple of days Verizon's internet's really sucked.
Well, we've been getting hit. Last couple of days, we got hit with some solar activity, and in fact, they had auroras all the way into Arizona last night.
Well, I thought Aurora was in Colorado.
Oh, it's in Illinois too, but these are the auroring, you're a boring assholes.
Oh, the Aurora Borealis assholes.
Yes, yes. The northern lights. But yeah, they were down into Arizona. There was photos of it doing there, and the reason that is a thing is because our magnetism, our magnetic field has been weakening.
Well, it's been shifting, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, the poles are shifting. The poles are going to meet in the Indian Ocean. But yeah, you get a little bit of a fart or a belch off the sun, and there's cell phone disturbances, radio. Sometimes there's fires, and
well, we're going to disagree about if the poles will ever meet because they won't. But what they do is when they're moving around, because the Van Ryan radiation belts are tied into the magnetic pole. It's like a donut surrounding the Earth, right? And if that donut shifts so that it's not like over the top of Antarctica where nobody fucking lives, or the Arctic, then shit starts to fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And over the last year, the Elon Musk has lost 200 of his fucking thousands of satellites that he put up because of
Starlink. Yeah,
Starlink satellites.
Well, they get that we had a pretty good CME that hit the Earth. What was it, last year or the year before? And it took out like 70 of his satellites or some shit like that because they're very low orbit.
Right.
And they're in a part of the magnetosphere that is susceptible to that, and they just fell out of the sky.
Yeah, because they're not as well shielded as like something that's up in well above the magnetosphere.
Yeah, I think those Starlinks have to be relatively close to Earth so that they can actually transmit, and
that's why they're faster.
Yeah.
That's why you can get to them from a ground station without having to, plug into a nuclear power plant. Anyways, welcome, Shinobi.
Hello, Shinobi.
Yep. And I got a reply from one of the fellas. He might be coming on here shortly. He has
Very
a link.
nice. I saw
the link out there for everybody just yet.
I saw your Discord conversations today. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I was not happy with all the shaming language that's being thrown around.
Yeah,
if somebody specifically is doing something and that's a different story, but just making a broad brush statement about groups of people, it's basically you're just showing your ass when you do something like that. All right. We have our next guest. Welcome, one and all. A man who's got a lot of experience not giving a fuck. How you doing, Dak?
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great, man.
Abe, did I talk to you this morning?
Yeah, you did.
Right on.
How's it going, Dak?
Good, man. Good.
I have another little gift for you that's going to be coming in your package. Right, that didn't sound right. Coming in your package.
Oh, okay. Good stuff.
The male monkey for a reason.
I had to get him to order me a scope rail for a little pellet gun I got.
Yeah.
That I'm working on. That I'm fixing up.
Guns need those.
Yeah. So I guess Justin Trudeau doesn't want me to have one, so I got to go through someone through the U.S.
Yeah.
Well, your package is going to say gift, and it's going to say T-shirt because there's going to be a T-shirt in there.
Oh, okay. I got to start sending you some stuff, man. Holy smokes! Anything you want?
Nah, I got the same company I buy these ones from, like this Tactical Panda.
Yeah.
I got one that has Smokey the Bear on it, and it says, "Only you can prevent tyranny."
Right on. Right on. So what are we talking about tonight?
Well, tonight we're talking about how to stay happy and improve yourself by practicing the art of not giving a fuck.
That's about it, eh?
Yeah.
Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? My God. Yeah. Yeah. Seems like they all want to kill you. I had another doctor's appointment today. And I don't know, it went not too bad. But like, I mean, oh God, like they just push dope on, like they just want to push dope on you no matter what, unbelievable. You're pre-diabetic. Take this, take that. Oh.
Yeah, if you're not a lifelong paying customer, they're not making any money.
Yeah, I know. Well, they just about killed me. Like I was on six fucking medications, man, and I've gotten rid of three of them. I got rid of three of them because they just about killed me. Like they put me in the hospital and just about killed me. So I got rid of three of them, and then they wanted to give them back to me. So one of them, for instance, was a statin drug, which is for cholesterol. I don't have a cholesterol problem. I don't know why I was taking them. But if you look up statin drugs, they're deadly. Absolutely deadly. Next one was a high blood pressure pill. I've never had high blood pressure. So why am I taking it? And I just horrible side effects from that. And then what else was the next one? Amorodium, it was called. It was for my heart. But all it did was if I stepped out in the sun, I got sunburnt, and then it shut down my thyroid gland. Which is voila. Well, now I'm over 300 pounds.
Wow, that this sounds like they were trying to kill you instead of make money off you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But huh.
So what else is going on there, Dak? I noticed that the leaves are changing quite rapidly up in the Great White North.
Yeah, if I go up to the lake next, or not this weekend, coming up the next weekend, it'll just be solid yellow and orange. Because you got to catch it. You got to catch it. You got to catch it. It only lasts about a week. Then the wind comes up and whoop, they're all gone off the trees. So you got to catch it. You got to do it in that one. You got a 1 week window that you can
kind of like when the ice breaks out.
Yeah, yeah, and then after 1 week, they're gone. They're off the trees.
So it sounds like you took control of the things you could take control of and said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got our first frost this morning. It was frosty.
Oh wow!
Yeah, roofs were all full of frost. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
But it's something that you don't have any control of.
No, not at all. No control over that. Definitely not.
I didn't know you took a trip to Detroit.
No, I didn't.
Well, you said frost was coming all over the room, so.
Oh, geez.
Oh, him, yeah. Poor Frost. Another channel he went through, eh? Wow. Fuck, I feel bad for him, man. He just breathes and he loses a channel. Oh.
Well, that's what happens when you get into a flame war with these online bimbos. You just got to say, fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I know.
Sometimes if you don't give a fuck, you lose channels.
Yeah. Exactly. I just recently joined Facebook. I never wanted to, but I had to because of the marketplace. Because we used to have a thing here called Kijiji, where we could buy and sell stuff privately, but Facebook Marketplace just took it right over. Like nobody leaving lists on it anymore. So here I am on fucking Facebook, right? And I put I went under my actual name, and I put the the MGTOW sign in my avatar, and fuck, I've probably got, I don't know, 500 new MGTOW friends now. It's fucking unbelievable. I don't know who they are. Like maybe there are a lot of guys from here. I don't know. Like the only ones I really know are Riggs. I know him on Facebook, and Rusty. And I think that's it. The rest, I don't know. They just have names. They have MGTOW names and Red Pill names and stuff like that. And they're from all over the world. But like if I check right now, I'll have like, notifications. I'll have a couple of more, about 5 or 6 guys want to be my friend. They're all MGTOW guys. So you
Outlaw's butthurt because you forgot him.
Who?
Outlaw.
Well, which one is Outlaw? He's
the one in the white t-shirt and orange shorts, pretending he's a Hooters waitress.
I don't know, on Facebook. I don't know which one he is. I don't know.
I'm not going to say his real name on here.
Oh no, I know. No, don't say his real name. But I'll try to figure that out. Yeah, but you wouldn't believe the fucking amount of like MGTOWs that are on.
He's got Facebook. The urban exploration stuff.
Yeah, it's mind blowing. Holy shit.
Okay. Anyways, welcome, Sonic Viper.
Oh, he's here?
Yeah, Sonic's here.
Holy shit.
Hey, Sonic, how are you doing, man? Hope you're doing well down there.
In the chat?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Oh, shit. I don't know. Something's wrong with my computer. Why are they blocked? Oh, there he is. There he is. Yeah, he texted me, I think, last night. He finally got the bunny out of GoFundMe. They kept the money from him. They wouldn't give him the fucking money, man.
Those fucking assholes.
Yeah, we don't know who you are. We can't identify you. We got to use an identifier partner, and just fucking ran the poor guy around for, I don't know, 2 weeks or more, or a week. So finally the other day they released it to him. So God, thank God.
They'll give him grief, but then that black chick that said some dude threw a brick in her face, and that was a whole lie. She made 40 freaking grand off of that deal.
Wow,
Yeah, and she had 3 other freaking fraud accounts too.
Apparently, she has some kind of an allergy. I don't know if it's shellfish or what, but her fucking face lumps up, and then she claims, "Oh, that motherfucker over there beat me."
I know, because that's bad, man. Because that's like that. That's for like people who says, who are in trouble, right? Who need. Hammy's just texting me, told me who who outlaw is. So I'll go looking for outlaw later. Thanks, Hammy. So yeah. I mean, I thought it's for people, who have an emergency, need doctor, or I don't know, need something because they're in trouble.
But she seems to get the money quick, but they know her because she's a frequent flyer, apparently.
Okay, so now does she get to keep that 40 grand, or are they going to refund it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
that story sure dropped out of the limelight, though.
It sure did.
Did you ever see her videos where she was walking around confronting white men and then slapping them in the face and then turning around and walking off?
Yeah, I know. Wow.
I have a feeling she would have caught the right hand of fellowship and the uppercut of freedom.
Yeah.
I think that those guys were actors.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably. Yeah, well, probably. She had an actor. She had this really effeminate, the black guy that said he was there when the guy threw the brick. And he said, well, I know her and I know how she is. And I didn't say anything and I didn't talk to the cops about it. Well, you weren't there. It was all a big setup. Yeah. So you're in it with her.
Yeah. Wow.
JLM's calling us fat.
I'm fat.
Why? I don't give a fuck.
Fucking 330 this morning, 330 pounds. Fucking bad, man. And I have done everything. I have no sugar. Fuck, I've been fasting. I've been this and that. I guess I gotta move, eh? I gotta leave the house, maybe.
Yeah. That probably help.
Yeah, I'll try walking.
You gotta bench press that tractor a few times.
You got to get one of those dirt bikes running and go kick the shit out of it. You'll probably burn 6,000 calories trying to get one of them 500s to start.
Yeah, that's what I got to do for sure. No, I'm feeling better because because of the diet and everything. I'm feeling a lot better. So once I start feeling better, I'll start moving.
Good.
Who's Riggs? What do you say?
Riggs. He's telling Viper to watch out. Lieutenant Dan creeps in the night, sleep with one eye open. Arr.
Lieutenant Dan. Who's Lieutenant Dan?
Rusty Rivers.
Rusty or oh shit!
No, it'd be Rusty because he was running a boat.
Running a boot.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna give him the Krusty Krab.
As long as it's not Lord Jeremy. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Well, I'm glad he got that money so he can get back out on his feet and get healed up.
That's awesome because that's his money, right? And I'm like thinking, fuck, what happens if he doesn't get it? What are they gonna do? Refund everybody? But he got it, so. Ooh, thank God. So that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. He's got a valid driver's license. He has a social security number.
And a bank account.
How come they said they can't validate who he is?
Yeah, and a fucking True Blue bank account, too. I don't know what they were doing.
They were just trying to make up an excuse to keep the money.
Send money across the borders. It's called Zelle. Zelle.
Okay.
And it was no problem at all. At least sending money to Mexico.
Money to Mexico? Okay.
Yeah, you don't carry cash to Mexico, folks.
No.
If you ever go down there.
No. I know that. No.
If they take my phone, they've got my phone. They've got,
Yeah.
I can get another.
That deal down there. You go buy a freaking track phone and carry it around in your pocket. And if they rob you for your phone, you hand them that freaking phone that don't work or don't have any minutes on it anyways.
Well, I've got my old, so I've got my real phone. Yeah. I've also got my old phone that I don't use anymore.
Yeah.
And I carried that.
Yeah. I don't know. If I was in Mexico, I'd just leave my phone in my room or something.
That's like two wallets.
Yeah.
You carry a wallet, you carry a fake wallet, and you carry a real wallet.
Mm. What does JR say? I gotta get my glasses.
Your tractor can go up against a combat taco truck with Johnny on a mounted Browning 50 cal.
He must be talking about his homeboy Johnny Midnight.
Yeah. Johnny Midnight. Yeah. So you guys hear Trudeau pissed off India?
Yeah. Well, the Indians came and assassinated some fucker in Canada.
No, well, that's their business. Fuck. Stay out of it.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. They send a hit squad?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess, but I mean, then Trudeau said, gave India shit there, and fucking it didn't go over well. So fucking now India kicked out all the Canadian, whoever they were in India. What do you call it? All the, I forget. Kicked them all, delegates and shit, kicked them all fucking out of the country and shit.
Yeah.
So
all the people that work for the embassy.
Yeah, and all that stuff. Like, yeah, don't if you're Canadian, don't go to India now because they'll fucking kill you. Yeah.
Thank you. We kill you. Have a nice day.
You guys hear about the million strong march in Canada yesterday?
Yeah, no. Protest against the fagots.
Yeah, no, yeah, every city had one, and it was just for like we want our children left alone. We don't want them groomed and shit, and we don't want them to, in grade 2 take like what the schools are doing it, take sex classes and learn all about sex and stuff at the age of 2 and 3.
Yeah,
and it's not normal heterosexual sex. It's gay sex.
Yeah, I'm not going to say. I don't want to get his channel in trouble, so I'm going to be very careful what I say. But yeah, let's just say the other side went insane, like just insane. Like you watch some of the protests. I don't know if you see it on the news or you watch it on Rebel News, if you go on YouTube, and it's just funny how I guess us regular people can have like normal dialogue and talk to other people with difference of opinion, and like we can do that, right? But if you go to try to talk to these people, holy fuck, they won't even talk to you. They'll spit at you, yell at you, throw shit at you, but they won't talk to you.
No, they'll talk at you.
What eventually is going to happen is it's going to be one nationwide hockey fight up in Canada.
Yeah.
People are going to be getting their rainbow sweaters pulled up over their face, and they're going to be getting uppercutted into oblivion.
Yeah. It's be a fucking scrap. Oh, yeah. But lots of things happening here. We're finally starting to stand up over here, so it's pretty good. Pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we did during the trucker rally, right? But that Trudeau fucking shut that down real quick. Took all the money away. That's why we don't have Cash App in Canada. It's a trucker rally, right?
I think that when they started closing people's bank accounts and shutting everything down, that would have been the time that the balloon should have went up.
That's pure communism right there.
Yep. Yeah. They stole people's money. Those people didn't get their money back.
Nope. No. Yeah, there should have been a riot. Like a real riot.
Oh,
well, yeah. We got Johnny Midnight in here now. So.
Speaking of the devil, somebody must have told him.
Well, he heard the word taco truck, and he'll show up.
Yeah, he'll show up. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh well.
Well, anyways, there's not a lot we as individuals can do against shit like that. If we didn't go out and protest, then we're just talking out our ass about it. So I'm not going to really get too bent out of shape.
No.
But if something like that happens and you have the ability to walk out and go carry a sign and have somebody from the Rainbow Mafia come and tell you that you're a freaking fascist?
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'd be in fucking jail for the rest of my life. Someone would fucking get her, man. I couldn't do it. I could never go to a protest. Someone would get her, and I'd be in the jail for the rest of my life. I couldn't do it. I just don't have the mentality for it. I don't. No.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to get people to do too. They're trying to get somebody to snap.
Well, I would, so that's why I don't go. I stay away. I watch it on TV and get mad. But no. No, I believe in the old West, the old days. If you're gonna go to a protest, go armed. You know?
Well, generally, an armed society is a more polite society.
Yeah. Well, man, it is. It is. Like, you should, like, it really is. It really is.
Most intelligent people, if they have a gun on them, are very polite and courteous to other people, because you never know that somebody else might have one and they might be a knucklehead.
Yeah. That's what I love about the US, because you guys can have that. We can't, right? And it's just so here what we get, we get like a bunch of leftists, and they'll just, they think they're untouchable, right? So they'll tell you off and spit in your face and do all this stuff. And God forbid if you like knock one of them out, you're going to jail, right?
Meanwhile, they spit AIDS-infested blood or spit in your face because of their lifestyle choices.
Yeah.
Fucking, they've had the jab and they spread some of that crap to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. But just everybody here thinks it's, like untouchable. You know what I mean? Like, it's just unbelievable. Like, I look at some people out in public and I say, if you fucking tried that in the US, fuck, would you be in trouble?
There's certain states that you fuck around and you're going to find out in a hurry.
Yeah. No, here it's just, I don't know. It's just everybody for their own. I don't know. It's really, really gone left here, big time. Because I don't know, either the other people are either asleep or I don't know.
The problem is that there's been 2 generations at least now that have never been punched in the face.
Yeah, that's right. 2 generations have never been. Yeah, that's right.
You learn a valuable lesson
online where nobody can touch them.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't touch them, otherwise they'll break. They're snowflakes. They'll melt.
Yeah.
They'll melt. Yeah. Yeah, the old Gen X, we're the last. If you're Gen X, that's the last. I don't know. I know a couple tough millennials, but Gen X is the last of the Mohicans, you know what I mean? The warriors, I think.
Well, I think we were probably the last generation that was an adult, grew up without the internet, without cell phones.
Yeah, exactly.
You were a fully grown adult before you ever had a cell phone. And
so what did we have to do? We had to actually leave the house, go out in the world, meet people. Do you know what I mean?
Memorize phone numbers.
Oh yeah,
I memorized that. But you know what I mean? So now what do they do? What do they do nowadays? They just sit in front of the phone or the computer, and they're social. I think in the future, these future generations are going to be so socially inept that they won't know how to deal with each other at all, like face to face. They'll have to do it over a computer.
Yeah. Well, they'll be social mental midgets. They won't be able to interact. They can't already. You see people that are texting each other. They're in the same room and they're texting each other.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that made me go monk is I would go out on these dates with these younger gals, and we're at a nice restaurant because, well, let's face it, I like to eat.
Yeah.
And
really?
Yeah, it's true. And they'd freaking pop out their phone in the middle of a conversation. I told this one gal,
bye.
He tried to give me a gift at the end of the day, and I'm like, I can't accept it. We're not going out again.
Yeah.
And she was looking at me like I'm prime rib.
Yeah.
You're just a peasant. Why are you turning me down?
Yeah.
I was just thinking to myself, why the fuck would I want to hang out with somebody who can't even have a conversation?
Yeah.
They don't know how to have a conversation. They don't know how to be interested and ask probing questions or anything like that.
Yeah.
Well, they have the attention span of a goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got Dr. Who, What, Where, who's asking some questions. Does anybody know who this guy is?
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm just mad I can't get laid.
Yeah.
Is that what they're saying in there?
Oh, that's what Dr. Who, What, Where is saying.
Oh, I wonder how he says cool whip.
Well, Dr. Who, What, Where, let me give you a little bit of knowledge about the female nature. It doesn't matter what you look like. Anybody can get laid if they've got a fat wallet.
Yeah.
But your queens won't tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking fat old man. And just fucking 3 years ago, I was banging fucking 18, 19, 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
Because I had a fat wallet.
Yeah, because I had a fat wallet. Yeah.
Can't get laid? Nah, it's not true.
That's about it.
You can.
It's amazing how attractive a man becomes.
Any woman you want if the price is right.
Yeah, he's got that right.
There's a scale.
Oh, he went away. Come back.
Who cares? Let him go. Successful endeavors asked, as a Gen Xer, did you ever have to practice duck and cover? I never did. Did you guys?
Oh man, Doctor.
I lived at in a city that had a SAC base, a Strategic Air Command base. So we had nuked B-52s, on standby. So we kind of did drills, but I don't ever remember. Maybe when I was in first or second grade, we did the duck under the table, like that's going to save your ass.
Under the desk, yeah. I don't remember doing it for the life of me.
No, I didn't. We never did that.
No, I think that was more of in the early 70s, mid 70s.
That was more in the 50s.
Well, yeah.
We still. I mean, we had a SAC base that was 6 miles away, so we were a first target anyway. So if there was an airstrike, that city that I lived in was gone.
Did you check out the SAC often?
I was going through school when I started school. Would have been in
it was a fat sack.
Hey, there's MGTOW Smurf. Hey, brother, MGTOW Smurf. Haven't seen you in a long time. Where's Values? Call up that MGTOW Values and tell him to start live streaming again. Jeez, it's been a year, man, since I've seen Values live streaming. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, Smurf, I'll give Smurf credit. He likes a good steak. He likes a good chicken fried steak too.
You met him too?
Yeah.
No. Jesus.
Yeah,
Nice.
He's down in Texas.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
That's
He's
awesome.
north of Houston a bit.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I know. He sent me MGTOW stickers that I stick everywhere. I stick them on gas pumps and shit.
Another guy I missed
on this one chick's car. I swear to God, I was at the doctor's and she walked out and she was a total, you know what I mean, right? So I had one in my truck and then she wasn't, she hadn't come out yet. So I stuck it on her back window. And of course it was a Jeep Cherokee, a Jeep, right? Women Jeep. So yeah, she got one.
I wish I could find that picture of that Corvette with that private license plate that said MGTOW, and then it showed a picture of a man, and instead of having all the little kids going down, their wife and kids, the wife was this big old fucking stack of money, and then the kids were all fucking bags of money that got bigger and then went down a little.
Yeah.
And his license plate was MGTOW, and it was like a Z06 fucking Corvette. It was beautiful.
Wow. Oh man,
Yeah.
that would have been so cool to get a picture of. Oh,
I saw that same picture.
Yeah,
damn.
it was on a short. It was just somebody had put it out. It wasn't even a video. They just put it out on their deal, but it was a black Corvette that said MGTOW on it. And I was like, damn.
Cool. That's so cool. Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh well, when I get my tractor done, there'll be a bunch on there. So if I'm doing parades, everybody will be like, why do you have MGTOW on your tractor?
So are you still doing, you've got your 40 now and a 50?
Yeah, I got my 40B. That's about 80% done. And I just picked up this 50G.
So your 40s, is it still out at
Keenan's?
Still at your Keenan's place?
Yeah, he's going to start on it soon. Because we took the summer off because I ran out of money. So took the summer off. So I've saved enough now to pretty well finish it. So
that's awesome. Yeah, I've been watching his videos on his old Mercury.
Yeah,
that old Mercury pickup.
Yeah, that's a cool truck. Yeah, that's.
I was being a smart ass because he was driving it. Showed that video of him driving it, and she's a bouncing and a shaking and a rattling. And I said, you wouldn't fall asleep in that. And he said, well, actually, I slept in it the other night. I was at a party and I didn't want to drink and drive. He said those hydraulic levers hurt though, and I said, not as bad as a woman's cold feet in the middle of your back.
That's awesome. That's awesome. AKS is here. Hey, AKS. Haven't seen you.
I've just been told that Viper doesn't have a wrench, and we've got to get that man a wrench.
You better give him a wrench. AKS and Viper, or just who are we missing? Or Jeremy and Rusty. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing his the progress he has on that truck, because he's got that one, and then he's got that old Mercury pickup in his yard too.
Yeah, that old thing. Yeah. He's got a bunch of stuff. Well, he's got a wicked '69. Oh, what was his car? Remember that?
That was a Mercury Cyclone. Yeah, it was a Cyclone GT, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that thing's got a fucking bad ass 460 in it. Like, it is fucking rude. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He just never, I don't know, never finished it, I guess.
Well, I thought when we were walking by it, because I asked him, I said, is that a Mercury Cyclone? And he's like, yep. It's funny that you guys in that area, that what he was talking about, they had Mercury pickups up there because the Ford didn't want the competition, or didn't want two dealerships or something, so they make a Mercury pickup.
Well, yeah, because the Mercury's Canadian, right? Mercury's purely Canadian.
Yeah, because I don't think I've ever seen a Mercury pickup in the United States.
No,
I've
probably
seen
not.
Lincoln pickups, but those are newer.
Yeah, no, probably not. No,
I've seen them at car shows.
Yeah, Mercury was strictly Canadian. Yeah. There was another one too. I forget what it was.
So did they call the Mercury F-150 because of the exchange rate? Did they call it the Mercury F-127 or something?
Oh, F-100 or M-100. I don't know. I don't know.
That's cool, though. I hope he gets those trucks done. I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all money, though. You need money.
Yep. And you don't have any if you have a nagging ass biatch on your shit. That's what I've been trying to tell him.
Well, he's pretty good. Like, he's pretty red pilled. Like, he's pretty smart, but he's going after this fucking chick again. The one in Calgary there again. The one that took him out and brought her boyfriend with her.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah. So I'm like, so I fucking laid it to him. I said, what the fuck? I said, don't go near, just stay the fuck away from her, man. Like, what the fuck, right? And
would you like to take me and my boyfriend out for dinner?
Now he's after her again, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get her this time." It's like, oh god.
Well,
but you're not gonna tell a 25-year-old man to not chase poon. You're just not. You can't. This is.
You can't. That dick is awfully hard to talk.
You can, and I've given him lots of red pill knowledge, and warned him what they're going to do, and he understands, and he's seen it. Like his brothers had some crazy girlfriends that they had to call the cops on and shit. So he's well equipped. He's well equipped. He really is. And I said, don't fall in love. Just hit it and leave it. You know what I mean? If you got to do it, hit it and leave it. So he's. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be okay. Yeah. You're not going to tell a 25-year-old man to not go hit it. That's just I don't know. It'd be have to.
Well, a hard pecker has no conscience.
No, but I mean, I just told him, like, if you get one pregnant, then you're done. Then you're done. Then you're going to be joining live streams with us every fucking day. You're done.
The Grinch just told Hemi that he had a cougar in high school, and now he watches them on OnlyFans.
That's fucking hilarious. I had a 67 cougar. I honestly, honest to God, I had a 67 cougar in high school. Honest to God.
Man.
Mercury Cougar 67. Honest as shit. But she blew up.
Those were cool cars too, because it seemed like everybody had a Mustang, but there weren't that many Cougars running around.
No, they're a beautiful car. Yeah,
but now there's Cougars everywhere.
Now they're everywhere, and they all need money.
That's right.
You guys are forgetting what a cougar's for. A cougar's supposed to spend her money on you when you're a young guy.
Yeah,
well, I'm not a young guy, so I'm pretty shit out of luck.
Yeah,
me too.
I'll get a toothless
well, if you're not a young guy, she's just a peer,
Yeah. They're running out of money up here. That's for sure. That's for sure. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, should we bring the brothers on one at a time and have them tell us their why they don't give a fuck story?
Yeah, tell them.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Do you want us to dip out, or are you okay?
No, I'm cool. We're gonna have these guys on one at a time. Anybody who wants to come on. And how the fuck do I? Oh, there it is. Post comments over here. I don't normally do this on the phone, so I'm fucking.
Oh, the phone. Yeah, that's hard. Phone stuff. I'm not sure what I don't give a fuck about. A lot of things. Women, that's number one. I don't give a fuck about women. That's number one. Yeah, that's number one. Stay away.
Yep. Well, no marriage, no cohabitation, no kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, if anybody wants to come on, we'll have you on one at a time. You can tell us why you don't give a fuck. How it makes you happy that you don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, I like the fact that I can sit here in my living room and I can talk to gentlemen that I want to talk to, and I don't have to give a fuck what anybody else thinks.
Oh yeah, your house. You're in your house now.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
You got your shit put away enough that you can have your dog spend the night yet.
Yeah.
I had her over here today for several hours, and I wore her out, and then took her back over to mom's place.
Well, I'm coming next summer.
She goes, I was thinking about ordering a pizza. You want to stay for dinner? And it was at 6:30, and I go, nope, I can't. I got to get on a live stream. And she just rolls her eyes. Later.
Good night, successful endeavors. Have a good one, brother. Thanks for being here.
Later on, SCE.
So, well, I'm coming next summer, and then I don't know what to do from there.
You gonna come down here and see us?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, I would say either fly into the Rapid City, South Dakota airport if you can, or you could fly into Denver. It just take me. It's 250 miles from Denver to here. It's 150. So.
No, that's too much. My God. I'll take a chopper right to your house.
Chopper.
I don't know. I might end up driving. I don't know what to do. Fuck, because I want to go a couple places there. I definitely want to hit Texas. I definitely want to go to Marble Fall, Texas, see if I can catch a boat race.
Marble Falls is a beautiful city.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I wanted to catch.
Is that where they have the big top fuel boats you see on ESPN and stuff?
Well, I think they still do. I don't know if they still do. Yeah. Or Lake Havasu, Nevada. That's where all the drag boat races were.
Yeah, Lake Havasu hardly has any water in it, I don't think, anymore.
Yeah, I don't know where they went.
They're finding dead bodies in 55-gallon barrels.
Yeah, I know, gross. Back in the 90s when I had my flown alcohol boat, we raced. We used to go to the shoe shops where Mitchell is. We'd race there. And that's as far as I ever went.
That's the lake that's right outside of Salmon Arm, isn't it? Is that Shoe Swap?
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty area, man. It's beautiful up through there.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely paradise, that's for sure.
Well, we got a guy in the chat that's got a question called Disabled Loser.
I see him.
He says, "Hi, brother. I want to ask you how to stop caring about the others who keep teasing with their blessings and consider you as a rival." Well, the change all happens in your own head. You have to have that "I don't give a fuck" installed. You just don't seek external validation. And if they consider you a rival, that's a them problem. That ain't a you problem.
Is he talking about other men considering him a rival for the affection of females?
I don't know.
Or is...
I gotta get my glasses. Nothing.
Yeah. Then you can have a lovely reflection in your glasses like I have in mine.
Well, here, I'll put mine on so not we're all alike.
Nothing. Now we go. All right. There we go. Okay, so
that's right.
That's how to stop caring about others who keep teasing with their blessings. But yeah, I get it. How does that was my problem when I was younger. Cared about the wrong people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cared about the wrong people, got taken down, ripped off. I don't know. You got to realize
if somebody's shitting on you, they're not your friend.
Yeah, they're not your friend. You just think to yourself, if you ever went missing, let's say if you ever went missing, would that person ever physically come and look for you? Physically. Ask yourself that.
Or if you were in a bind and you needed a ride 500 miles somewhere, or if you needed to help, would they drop what they were doing and go help you?
Yeah, exactly. Drop what they were doing, leave work, tell work, I have an emergency, I kind of got to go, pick you up and take you to your 500 mile away fucking emergency doctor's appointment of your life. Then you'll know.
You learn who your real friends are when finances come into it. If it's going to cost them something financially, or it's going to cost them time or something like that, you really realize who's got your back and who is just a Facebook friend, say.
Yeah, Facebook friend. Or they'll lie to you. You know, oh, I'm coming. I'll be there this weekend. Okay, maybe next weekend. Oh, next weekend. Oh, I'll be there. Oh, something came up. No. Yeah. Sergeant Grinch likes my support shirt. See? Right on. I get them from my friends, Grinch. They send them to me from all over Canada. I've got Montreal. I got Quebec. I got Ontario. I got BC. I don't have Alberta though. But the Alberta boys want to give me free shit. But oh well. Yeah, users.
Well, you're absolutely right. They are a temporary pleasure. Females are a temporary pleasure there.
But they come.
And, it's going to cost you something. They don't give that pussy away for free.
Oh, no, definitely not. No, and you are not the only one. They always got the backup. See, that's what happened with women, I think. You know, in the 80s, they weren't bad because there was no goddamn cell phones, right? So, they didn't have a choice of 1,000 men at their fingertips. You know what I mean? They never did.
Yeah, they'd have to go to another town to cheat on you.
Yeah, exactly. It was hard to do, right? But now it's always like they got 1,000 men at their fingertips, right?
They can just dial a dick like fucking ordering a pizza.
Exactly. So I mean, you know what I mean? That's why men are walking away, and it's huge, you guys. It's fucking massive. I see it even on the news and stuff. I heard it on the radio today. Actually, they were bitching about diamond sales are going down so much. It's just horrible. It's just horrible, and they're blaming COVID over it. It's like, no, it wasn't COVID. It had nothing to do with fucking COVID. Men are walking away.
Yep.
Well, I think that was it Zales? Zales closed down.
Yeah.
Like 1,500 stores or some shit like that, and Jared and all those guys. The bridal boutiques are closing down one after another.
Yeah, David's Bridal, biggest bridal stores in Receivers. Yep.
Oh yeah. I think they laid off like 4,000 people or some shit. I mean, it was a lot.
Yeah, the diamond mines, they're mining them, but they ain't selling them. And they're trying to give them away now. They're trying to give them away on the radio. Come down.
Hey, hang on a second. Hey, Ape, your phone is doing that thing it does again.
Whoa. Is it ever? There we go. That's weird how it does that. Hey,
all right. And here's somebody who is also number one in my book.
Who? Hey, there he is.
AKS.
Yo.
The absolute knowledge seeker. The whoremonger himself.
No. I am the possessor. No, I'm the owner of the absolute knowledge. And everybody who subscribes to my channel are the seekers. That's
there
how
you
that
go.
Works.
There you go.
I mean, I don't claim to know everything, but I know a whole lot. And there's people looking for knowledge, and I'm still looking for more.
Right on, brother. Same with us. We're always looking for something. Knowledge. We're not looking for horror. We're looking for knowledge.
Hey, Brandon.
I want to know what that hoe did. I want to know what that hoe did last summer. That's what I want to know. I want to know what that dirty hoe bitch did last summer while I wasn't looking.
You don't want to know.
All right. What was your question, Abe?
I'll just dip out here and I'll just start talking shit in the chat then.
Okay.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later.
So AKS, tell us, you got a new apartment? You're moving up in the world. What's going on, man?
Yeah, moving on up to the deluxe fucking house. I'm out on the outer city limits. Yeah.
Good for you, man. Bought yourself a truck and a couple guns?
More than a couple. More than a couple, bro. And more coming. And a gun safe.
Good for you.
Gun safe is coming. Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Gun safe.
Mm-hmm. Gun safe. Need one of those. Definitely.
I want a submachine gun.
Do you?
So AKS, what's your don't give a fuck moment? When did you realize you didn't give a fuck and about what?
Well, are we talking about women? Are we talking about women or life in general?
We're talking about whatever you don't give a fuck about. That's your answer, not mine.
When I joined the Marine Corps, and I realized that people were out here just killing each other for various different reasons. I was like, who gives a fuck? And what's life really about? People are dying. People are living and dying and being killed. And that's life.
I hear you. So when are you
going
to
do? When I was in the Marine Corps.
You didn't give a fuck when you were in there, no?
Nope. I mean, I gave enough of a fuck to get an honorable discharge, but besides that, I really didn't give a fuck, to be honest.
Yeah.
If anything other than getting busted down, with my rank, or getting a dishonorable discharge, anything else, I didn't give a fuck. I'm about.
Yeah, right on. Right on. How many years were you in the military?
I did one term.
Did you? Wow.
Yeah.
That's enough. Definitely.
I did my 4. I did my 4 for the Corps.
Right on. Well, right on, man. Good for you. So when are you gonna do some live streaming and stuff? You starting that again?
Yeah. I got internet. I got my shit. I'm out of storage. I got internet. Got my laptop. I might, and I got a little bit of time. I'm on my hands. I'm here and there, so
Right on.
I might get into it,
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta find you here again because I lost my first channel. So, fuck, I lost everybody I was ever sub to. So I gotta find all you guys again.
Yeah.
And re-sub. So
my channel.
Are you gonna have to get some like gator-proof armor? Because I don't think that chainmail is gonna cut it.
I'm for the swamp monster.
Well, the
I'm
gators.
for the swamp
I'd be
monster.
more worried about the gators. The swamp monsters
Well,
is something.
No. The gators is one shot. The gators, you pop it one time, even with a 9mm, it's probably gonna stop moving. But that's that fucking swamp monster. But that fucking swamp monster, bro. That thing, I'm gonna have to pump it full of like a whole clip, my AK, and just hope it just faints, and just fucking just stops moving. That fucking swamp monster, that motherfucker is on the list.
Are you afraid of the swamp monster? Is it like, is it a female swamp monster? You're afraid it's gonna like catch you and take you back to its swamp lair and make you father her swamp babies?
Well, if I go, I'm all the way the fuck. I'm down there. Well, if I go, I'm all the way the fuck. I'm down there in the middle of the fucking swamp, in the middle of fucking nowhere. I mean, I heard they can actually throw rocks. I mean, I think Jeremy. I think Jeremy told me. Oh yeah, I think Jeremy told me. Sasquatch. And Bigfoot. I'm in swamp monsters, and they throw rocks. So that's something to look out for.
It's called a skunk ape down south. You guys call them skunk apes.
Yep. The ones from Nebraska are corn apes.
Corn apes. You see that one that community post I did on Nebraska? What was again that chick? Had a strip. What was I forget? Oh, I'd have to see it again. She's pulling up her shirt at a bunch of cows. There was some comment about Nebraska. I forget.
So, do you got anything else you don't give a fuck about, AKS?
Yeah, the dirty bitch I fucked last week. Yeah.
Oh,
there you go.
The dirty bitch. Yeah, the dirty bitch I fucked last week. I don't give a fuck about her.
Good for you.
If she lives or dies.
Good man.
All right. Well, we're going to let another guy on who I invited and has now decided to come on. So thanks for coming, AKS, and we'll talk at you later, brother.
That's fucked up, bro. You're not going to keep me on the panel, bro? That's fucked up. Keep me. I'll mute myself, bro. I'll mute myself.
Okay, we're going to get a little serious here for a bit, though. Okay.
Okay. Whatever.
All right.
Okay. If you want to put me in the back. Oh, keep me on. All right. Cool.
Welcome to the show, Eric.
Hey,
How are you, sir? How you guys doing?
I'm good, man.
Sorry I'm late. I apologize.
No
worries.
What's up, Eric?
Hey, AKS. How are you?
Great.
Good to hear you, Eric. Good to hear you,
dumbest
man.
Conversation. Yeah,
How you doing, Dak?
Just went to the fucking grocery store and had the dumbest conversation with the dumbest fucking normie you could fucking imagine, bro. I'm like, I'm just trying to put my shit. I'm on the counter, fucking pay and go, and this motherfucker just starts talking about like the dumbest fucking shit, and just like making me start this conversation. I'm out of fucking nowhere. Like
Happens down here all the time.
Yeah.
It happens almost on a daily basis.
Oh well.
Happens a lot down here. That's to be expected. Par for the course.
All right. Well, Eric, tonight's topic is, how do you find happiness from coming from a very bad place where you've overcome a lot of adversity in your life? I find a lot of happiness in just embracing nothingness. I don't get upset about conspiracy theories. I don't get upset about any of my health problems, because I've got a very well established don't give a fuck. I don't really have a lot of fucks to give if it's not something I can do anything about.
Right.
And I'm just wondering, you've gone through a lot of adversity. You've had, some serious health problems, and you were in a career where everybody basically hated you.
Yes. That's an understatement.
How do you deal with that?
I know a lot of guys turn to alcohol. That wasn't my thing. Like for me, I turned inward. I exercised. I meditated. I read a lot. I did a lot of I read a lot of Sun Tzu. As dumb as that might sound, it was actually therapeutic, to be honest. But like I knew a lot of guys that it destroyed with alcoholism and drugs.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I turned inward. I tried to better myself, but that was my outlet. Now I knew guys who absolutely I knew one guy, this guy Sean, who it absolutely destroyed, because he was a black guy. He was he had a white mother, a black father, and the hatred absolutely destroyed him. Absolutely destroyed
him. Would you say that you gave up on external validation and?
No, you see, like for me, and I don't know about any of you guys if you've ever done this, but like for me, looking for validation from external sources, I kind of gave up on, because of just how negative people became. Like I felt like the only validation I was ever going to get, even from my own family, wasn't going to come from anyone else but myself. Like I had to tell myself that, like what you're doing is good. You're a good man. You're a godly man. I always felt like that had to come from within, not from anyone else, because of how horribly people looked at you.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy that you've been able to get through that part of your life. And do you find that anybody is still holding a grudge against you?
Oh, my family, definitely. Definitely.
Wow.
My family.
For what?
Well, I'd say my brother.
Yeah.
Not as much, but my cousins, my extended family, they always felt like that after my divorce, they felt that I should have stayed in New York. I should have done everything that I could have done to stay in New York, to be there for my mom and dad,
Yeah.
And that I could show you the text. I still have my one cousin's text that he goes, you killed your mother and father for how you decided to live your life after your divorce. If you had stayed in New York, yeah. If you had stayed in New York and lived with them, you could have made them happy. They could have lived longer. That was what he said.
That's insane.
Even though, and look, when I was getting divorced, like I knew, I knew I had cancer, so I knew I was going to be having a bit of a fight.
Yeah.
So I had to, go and get my cancer done, and then I was going to, get the lawyer and go through the custody fight and everything else like that.
Wow. Unbelievable.
So
Yeah,
like
well,
I knew I had a fight ahead of me,
Mhm.
and you know, like when I went through my cancer, like yeah, that was one hell of a fight.
Yeah.
But once I was done with it, and once I got back home to Oklahoma, I had an entirely brand new fight against me. Like it was crazy. It was like, okay, now you got over part of the mountain. Now you got to get over the second part.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
But just
I'd have to say that the MGTOW community helped me as well.
me too.
You know,
I'd say without it, I probably would be dead. Because I found that it was the guys in this community who said who were posting things like you gotta be living for yourself. You gotta put yourself first. You gotta like the idea of you can't help anyone without helping yourself first.
Yeah.
That was like one of the biggest things I've ever. AKS has said it. Dak, you've discussed it. Even Brandon, you've discussed it. You can't help anyone if you don't help yourself first.
Yeah, you got to help yourself first. Exactly. So
And
you're in Kansas. Sorry, Eric, you're in Kansas now, right?
no, I'm in Oklahoma. I'm right outside. I'm right outside of Tulsa. I'm about 25 minutes outside of Tulsa.
Okay, Johnny Minded has a question for you. He says, "Easy, how did you end up in Oklahoma?"
When my wife started the divorce process, I started I started looking for places to live. I was looking in Kansas. I was so close to signing a lease I was looking in Kansas. I looked in I mean all over the place. I had a book filled out with like the pros and cons of each area, like in Iowa, in Missouri, Texas, everything.
Mhm.
And I ended up here because it had great schools. I knew eventually I was going to win custody of my kids, because even if I lost in the courts when they turned 18, I knew they were going to be coming here. So
Exactly.
I wanted a place with good schools. I wanted a place that had absolutely good. I wanted a place that was like good to pop down roots and build a new life.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So
cool.
I moved here to Oklahoma.
Definitely. And you just finished the house, right?
Yeah, I'm in here now. August 12th. August 12th was 1 year.
Nice. Right
So
on.
I'm here 1 year and 1 month.
Nice.
Brand new construction. Nice. Got a nice affordable mortgage.
Yeah.
Stacking my resources. I got about a year's supply of food and water.
Nice. Nice. So are you in the city or you're out?
No, I'm on the outskirts.
Nice.
I'm a little under 25 minutes from Tulsa.
Wow. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
And you're not too far from your bug out location too. So
No, 2 hours from my bug out location. I got a nice little EMP protector on my car.
Yeah.
I bought myself a Dodge Journey so that I can pop everything into the back of my car. So when shit hits the fan, I can just throw all my bins into the back of the car because they're on wheels. Throw them right into the back, jump out, and get moving.
Right on.
I got all my guns. I got all my gold. I got all my silver.
There you go. EMP protector.
Yes.
Protects your van?
Yes.
Yeah, you got some wild boar.
Wow.
We got a lot of them here.
Yeah? Oh, I want to come shoot them.
We had some guy caught it.
Oh,
He popped it on the website for the community, for our community website.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, if anyone has a garden, watch out.
Wow. I know Hawkeye is pretty huge in the States. I always wanted to go do that.
I like the ones.
I was telling AKS, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before, but there's a guy who lives in my town. He's a butcher, but he's also a hunter. He'll go out and he'll drive along the interstate because like the interstate is just surrounded by woods, so you get a lot of wild boar. He plunks them right from the roadside, and then he'll
lose his truck.
No, it's a nuisance. It's a nuisance species, so you can kill them. You can kill them, no problem.
From the road.
Yeah, they bitch about the deer.
Either way you go,
they bitch about the deer. I'm over here.
Either way you go, he'll pop up on Facebook Marketplace, and I mean, I've seen the guys that are in the area that are cops go and freaking buy the ribs from him and stuff.
Oh, yeah, they sell them. Yeah, and then they help feed the homeless and stuff too. I heard.
Yeah, he's making about. He was telling me he's making about $4,000 a week on a bad week.
Damn.
And during the lockdowns and stuff, when because like I said, he was a butcher by trade, so he was locked out of his job. He almost lost everything. He started, he was hunting, and he popped a pig from the roadside, and he was like, you know what? Let me just throw it on Facebook. That's what I caught, and then people were asking, hey, you gonna do anything with the pork loin? Because I'm having a party next week, or I need some ribs. And lo and behold, he's sitting in a paid-off house, and he's got a brand new pickup truck that was worth about $105,000.
Wow. Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, but this topic hit home with me because, like, getting through adversity it's a tough thing. But I wasn't really slotted to survive my surgery because they thought my carotid arteries were going to be replaced. So I had about as my doctor put it, I had about an 18 to 20% chance of coming through my surgery totally. So I understand what it means to actually come through something and have a new outlook on life. I really do.
100%. Yeah. Wow. That's good. Yeah, I can level with you there a little bit anyway. Definitely.
Yeah. But it was absolutely crazy. And once I got home from the surgery and radiation and everything else, and fighting with the World Trade Center Fund to, all I wanted them to do was just pay my medical bills.
Yeah.
Just getting through that. I hired a lawyer. I started a custody fight for my daughters, and that in and of itself was an ordeal because in New York now the common defense now for a father going for his kids is you have to plan on her saying that you abused your kids. So you have to automatically start out with the idea that you're going to be accused of being a pedophile or an abuser.
And you got to prove yourself innocent.
Yeah, so I had to pay, on top of my $5,000 retainer fee, I had to pay a $2,500 fee for a psychologist to,
prove that
prove that I wasn't an abuser of my children. And as my lawyer said, it's a common tactic now to get custody. And,
wow. They'll just go so fucking low, eh? Fucking low.
That's absolutely.
And your kids were obviously too young to stand up and say no.
Oh no, my daughters were older. My daughters were 18 and 16. No, 19 and 17.
Okay.
So my older daughter just chose to live with me. But my younger daughter, as time went on, the court was like, because it never. My wife's lawyer was very strategic. They never put the age of my daughter in the complaint, and not the complaint, the briefs.
Yeah. Okay.
So when the judge was like, "Wait a second, how old is this daughter?" And her lawyer was like, "Well, that's not relevant." And then the judge was like, "Oh, I say it's relevant, so yeah, it's relevant. I want to know."
Yeah.
And then
I got some security cameras. Well, if you want to finish your story, you can finish.
No, go ahead.
But I did. On these security cameras, I got like 4 security cameras, and I got 4 security cameras, and these motherfuckers, have audio. I'm on them, and I don't know the rules. I don't know if it's illegal. I don't know the rules. I don't know if they could sue you. I don't know if they could like take you to court and say, "Oh, I didn't know that you had audio surveillance. I'm in your house." And I don't know if that's a crime.
No. Well,
No,
I don't know. I'm not American, so I don't know.
I heard it was. I heard it was a federal thing.
As long as you at one point tell them, like, if you're having a conversation with them, and you're like, "Look, by the way, everything's being recorded." As long as you say something like that to them, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got to tell them.
And if you have signage up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have it posted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
but then it kills the vibe.
Yeah, but
then,
if you're in if you're in an apartment complex, like when I first moved down here, I lived in an apartment. There was this one guy who his car kept getting screwed with, so he put up self-adhesive stuff and posted cameras. Oh, yeah. And he put on his car that area under surveillance, and he was able to catch people screwing with his car.
Wow.
Because
that kills the vibe. Yeah, but that would kill the vibe. If I bring some bitch, I'm over here, and as soon as I bring her in, if I bring some bitch, I'm over here, and I'm like, "Oh, by the way, you're being recorded." That's gonna kill him, the whole fucking vibe.
Yeah, but you know what, though, AKS? But AKS, I wouldn't feel bad about it, because what if she says, what if she makes an allegation? "Oh, he raped me, great."
Yeah.
And you have a surveillance camera.
As soon as I bring her, I'm in the door. Before I do anything, before I get a drink, before I take her clothes off, first thing I say is, "Oh, you're being recorded."
Yeah, no.
It's gonna kill him, the whole vibe.
In those circumstances, I would not feel bad at all.
No. But I mean, you could still use that in court, though. Like if she said rape, you'd be like, "Oh, here's the date." They'd still use it.
Right.
I think they would. I don't know. You're being recorded. Yeah, tell her she's gonna get paid, AKS. If it goes on Pornhub, she's getting paid.
Yeah, we're making OnlyFans. I'm on Pornhub.
Yeah, tell her she's fucking get recorded. She gets paid. She'll love it.
Let's just charge you extra.
Yeah, beat hookers don't care about cameras. Fuck no.
All right, let's get back to the topic at hand and stop worrying about whores.
Sorry.
So, is there anything that you're happy about now that you can just tell people, "Fuck off, I don't care"?
Do you mean me or Dak or AKS?
Anybody who wants to answer, but I was thinking of you, Eric.
Well, I always, like, I'll just give you an example. Like, with my mom and dad, like, in New York, before my divorce, I moved my mom and dad into the house I had with my ex-wife. I added on a $90,000 apartment for them. I expanded my house. So, like, when we got divorced, they had to move out. So before the divorce, before the move out, I said that we should move from New York to another state, a state that had a cheaper cost of living, everything else. Now, my brother, all of my cousins, my extended family, all jumped in and said that was a horrible idea. You know, you can't do that. Bah, 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 bah. And I was like, well, why? You know, why is that a bad idea? And their whole reasoning was because you can't. That was their only sense of logic. That, you know, New York, to them, you know, once you leave like the George Washington Bridge and cross over into New Jersey, your car automatically just grows horses and turns into a covered wagon or something. I don't know.
I get it. Wow.
So I was like, well, look, I was like, my mom fell for it, and she decided she was going to stay. And so, you know, hey, fine, well, more power to you.
Yeah.
So my mother and father decided to stay in New York. I made sure I wasn't on any lease with them. I moved away. I moved out. I absolutely, positively wasn't staying in New York. I moved to Oklahoma.
Oh. It went silent. Can you hear me?
He's probably exercising right now. Oh, now he's back.
Oh, yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
You got sick on background. You got sick on background noise. In addition to what you're saying.
I'm sorry.
There you go. That's better.
Now it stopped.
Well, yeah, you went silent for a while there. We couldn't hear what you're saying. You went silent.
I'm sorry.
Now it stopped.
Now you're
okay. Well, I don't know what happened, but my whole thing is, you have to do what you think is right and stick to it. And regardless of what people say to you, regardless of their opinions, you basically have to be like the whole idea of just telling people, you know, fine, fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've lost all contact with my extended family. I still chat with my brother once in a while, but it's nothing like it used to be. All of the last communication I have with my cousin, with my mom and dad, when my dad died, then, you know, my mom.
Oh, there he went again.
Yep.
Wait for him to come back.
Well,
yeah, we can't hear you.
See, on my end, you guys are disconnecting.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it says over here on StreamYards, on my StreamYards, it says user disconnected.
Weird.
All right, but anyway, the last communication on my end with my cousins was, this is your fault. You chose this path for your family. They're dead because of you.
Oh.
So like I said, you have to do what you think is right for you and your family, because no one else is going to stand up for yourself.
Yeah. No.
And I make no apologies. I make no. I have no problem with anything that I did, and I would do it again in a second.
Yeah, exactly.
The same thing I did before is the same thing I would do now.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't have made out so well if you would have stayed in New York. You wouldn't be where you are right now. No way.
Of course not. My mother and father's rent my mother and father's rent when they first moved into that apartment was $2,400.
Yeah.
Now I go, you guys are crazy for staying here, because I got the same thing here in Oklahoma. I got I downgraded, but I started out with getting a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo apartment for $1,100 a month. Okay.
Wow.
And it was brand new. Everything that my mother and father had, you know, hardwood floors, stainless appliances, you know, same square footage, 1,400 square feet. It was $1,100 a month.
Unbelievable.
And they decided to stay in New York. Now I got the 3-bedroom because I figured my mom and dad would need a room.
Yeah.
I would need a room, and my daughters would need a room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
exactly.
I was going to fight for the custody of my kids.
Yeah.
And then just decide to move to a different location after I got custody of my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to bring my parents with me, and that was that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I downgraded from a 3-bedroom to a 2-bedroom because, like I said, my daughters would share a room and I would have a room. My apartment when I first moved down here was a little under $900 a month.
Wow.
And it was my apartment was 1,200 square feet, hardwood floors, stainless appliance. I mean, all state of the art appliances. Everything you can imagine, and it was a little under $900 a month. Same thing my mom and dad had in New York for $2,440.
Yeah.
And when they were going to re-sign their lease, they were bumping the rent up $400 to $2,880.
Wow.
And my mom was like, "Oh, we got to move."
Yeah.
And again, my family was like, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that." And then, I broke down the costs of my brother and I helping my mom and dad. I go, if you give them $700 a month, I give them $700 a month, then they can stay in New York. And suddenly their whole attitude changed.
Yeah. I bet.
I was quick to point that out when they were throwing everything in my face, like, you killed them, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you might have been dead because, I mean, you're probably in way better health moving out there. You're away from mentally away from all that shit that went down.
Oh, absolutely.
I believe that the air in New York's probably not as good as it is in Oklahoma. That probably would have.
Well, that's true.
Might have taken you out. In the memories.
Yeah, but he was from Long Island. In Manhattan, the air is probably the worst.
Yes.
Well, you would know AKS. That's where you're from. Yeah, you would know. Wow.
Absolutely. But even on Long Island, you still, it's the air quality isn't what it used to be.
Oh,
you get smog and residue.
Yeah, I remember growing up, like you'd open the window at night and you get that ocean breeze off the Atlantic. It was awesome. Like you do it now, you get the sewage smell out of the ice lip, or out of the North Fork.
The exhaust,
you get the exhaust
from like 5 million cars.
Yep, you get the exhaust smell from freaking all the cars. It's sad.
Yeah,
Long Island. Look, New York used to be a beautiful place to live.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I'm not gonna lie, it was great. Like you talk to people, like even if you just say like, oh, Long Island and New York City are crap. Even if you go by that, if you just go like with the upstate New York, it was absolutely at one point one of the most beautiful states in the whole nation because you had a wonderful fall. You had all the apples, but for half the year, the winters are winters are a little hard. I'm not gonna lie.
It still is though. Like upstate New York, that's the most beautiful place I've seen. It's a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous state. Like my God, it always has
snow.
Oh, you want snow? Come here.
Dirty ass snow.
You want
dirty
snow?
Ass snow for half the year.
I
hate the
AKS, we get so much snow out here, you couldn't even walk down the road.
but like I said, like
Buffalo,
you have to make a decision for what's best for you and stick with it. Yeah. Like I moved to Oklahoma. I bought a house. I did everything that I felt was good for me and my daughters. First, foremost, and everything.
Yeah.
Like my ex-wife was, when I was winning custody and I won custody, she sent me a text of, all you had to do was just wait 2 years and they could have joined you. But, and my answer to that was, well, in 2 years, what damage could have been done?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was the last communication I had with my ex-wife.
Really? Wow. Wow. Yeah. I don't even know what happened to my ex-wife, man.
And my and as a side note, like just to solidify that I made the right choice, like my younger daughter, she was getting C's, like low C's, low B's in her classes. As soon as she moved here with me, she went from B's and C's to straight A's across the board. Wow. And she was high honor roll.
That's because it's a better environment.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, better environment.
And I always laugh about this. And Dak, you had you got a big laugh out of this. My older daughter, I won custody of her for 2 days. She was here for 2 days, and then she moved back to New York to take a medical equipment sales job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then now she lives north of Manhattan with her husband, and she has one child, and they're fixing up the house that her husband inherited, and they're going to sell it, and they're looking to move to Wyoming.
Nice. Now, one of your daughters was military? Am I mistaken?
My younger daughter, yes.
How's she doing?
She's doing great. She likes it. She's enjoying the military.
Nice. Good.
She was just here a couple of months ago for. She had leave, then she went back, and then out of the blue one day I get a text, "Hey, come to the airport and pick me up. I'm here for a day and a half."
Wow.
They were sending her to Fort Hood in Texas for training with her Army counterparts, so that they know how each branch does the same job.
Yep.
So she had 2 days to report. So she left she left after work on like a Thursday and had to be there Sunday. So she came down. It was nice. It was a couple of extra days with her.
Good. That's good. Good
I
stuff.
remember.
Good night, Grinch. Good night, Sergeant Grinch.
The day I signed the contract, they fucking. I remember the day. I remember on the day that I signed the contract, I'm the first sergeant. He was like, "Oh, you know that $15,000 bonus that they told you about? We can't give that to you. You have to sign a different MOS." Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you tell me the day. You tell me the day I have to sign the fucking contract, and you're taking away my fucking signing bonus. Like, fuck you. And I was like, I already knew I was. But I was like, I already knew I was gonna fucking join. So I wasn't gonna turn back and say, "Oh, They did that to my daughter too. Those little shenanigans. Because she was like, "You mean I could have got a signing bonus?" And the recruiter was like, "Well, you didn't ask for it, so we didn't give it to you." No, this wasn't the recruiter.
Recruiters are scumbags.
No, this wasn't the recruiter.
They really are.
No, the recruiter. And the recruiter promised. The recruiter said I was going to get it. When I had to go down to the medical facility and sign the fucking contract, to go ship out to boot camp, on that day, the first sergeant, he was like, "Oh yeah, that signing bonus, we can't give that to you." I didn't even talk to my recruiter for like years after that. Like, my recruiter was like a week before that.
Wow.
Well, recruiters lie. It's just the fact of life. Recruiters lie. They want a warm body in a seat. They don't give a fuck.
And my recruiter was hurting.
Anything.
My recruiter was hurting. Like, everyone else was meeting their quota, and the one I got, he was low for that month. So he was telling me you're gonna get $15,000 in endless prostitutes and fucking he didn't tell me all of that. But he was telling me that this crazy dream about the Marine Corps, and I was like, I was like, whatever, I'll sign the contract anyway. I still wanted to do it, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, wow.
Well, we've got MGTOW Outlaw has been backstage for quite a while.
What?
We are
Brandon, if you want, I'll jump out.
No, you're cool. You're cool.
You sure?
Yeah.
I was late, and like I said, I'm sorry I was late. I was just caught up in some stuff around the house.
Man, don't you ever do that again.
Actually, Brandon, I'm going to take off, buddy. It's already 9. I'm pretty tired. Thank you for having me on, my friend. Thank you
for
very
coming.
much.
I appreciate
All
it.
right, guys. Yeah, I'll be in the chat. I'll watch you guys now for a while. Then I'm going to hit the sack. All right. Good night,
All right.
guys. Take care.
Good night.
Later, Dick.
Take care, Dak.
Moist, 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 moist. Hello, Outlaw.
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, Outlaw?
I don't know. What's up, brother? Oh, easy. It's all right, brother. I could have hopped off. Whatever.
We were strolling down a memory lane. We were strolling down in Recruiter on memory lane. When I got fucked, I'm out of $15,000 fucking dollars on the day I signed the contract. But I don't care. It's whatever.
But that's not tonight's topic. Because, well, I guess it kind of is. Because AKS was able to say, fuck it, and move on.
I still signed, and I'm still doing. I'm okay without that fucking 15 grand. Not that a piece of shit. He should have gave it to me. Whatever. Gives a fuck. And these people act like it's their fucking money out of their fucking pocket. Mr. Government, some fucking money. They could have done something to try to help me get it. Fuck them. Whatever.
So, Outlaw.
I mean, you act. I mean, it's like the first sergeant acting like the money's coming out of his fucking pocket. It's like, fuck this guy. Whatever.
Yeah. Outlaw.
Yeah.
Tonight's topic is what do you get? You haven't really been married, and you learn from your brother's mistakes. What do you do to how do you find joy in life?
Well, I have the hobbies when I'm not on here. Usually I take up like die-cast stuff or modeling, like scale railroad stuff like that, or art, stuff like that. That's typically what I do, or making videos, typical,
Speaking of videos, I'm gonna get back into the game, so just look out for that. People are gonna be invited, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of solo. I'm doing plenty of solo. I'll maybe make some shorts, but I'll have Brandon. I'll have a few other people. I'm on the panel, but I'm gonna definitely get back into the game.
When are you doing your next chess tournament?
That could be in the next 2 weeks.
Nice.
That could be.
Please let me know.
I could do a solo knowledge stream. I could do an entertainment stream. I could do a chess stream. I'm a group panel. Sky's the fucking limit.
Like I said, please let me know. I enjoyed our chess games there, AKS.
Yeah, we had plenty of commentary too.
I know.
I got it. I like to be cammed up. But I like to be cammed up, but like for the sake of like having taken off the sunglasses, and I don't know, I might just put on the avatar just for the chess games.
I agree. Yeah. If it makes you concentrate better, absolutely.
And it gets pretty itchy. I'm in that mask.
Oh yeah, I imagine.
I mean, it isn't too bad, at the same time, it isn't too bad, but, I try to have conversations and entertain the audience, and I got the mask and the fucking sunglasses. It ain't easy.
No, I get that.
It ain't easy, bro. I gotta tell you. It ain't easy, I must say.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah.
Just
no excuse.
Just building on the topic you wanted tonight. I tell you, when you get a diagnosis that you're most likely going to die, and that your time on this earth is limited, everything falls into perspective. Like what matters, what doesn't. I gotta tell you that also really helped me cut through the bullshit. Like I can give two flying fucks people's opinion of me or anything, because it was, you know, I mean, you went to war, so I mean, you too, AKS, you both understand the idea of, you know, I might not be here tomorrow. So like it's a very humbling thing.
Yeah,
And,
it is.
But you made it. But you made it, bro.
I did, and my
But you made
surgeon, my surgeon, when he had me opened up, he said that I had the cancer was all over my carotid arteries, all over my throat and everything, but it hadn't invaded my arteries. So it was I was lucky because all he had to do was just basically clean the arteries off, and that was it. And you know, he likened it to an electrician stripping wire. That was how he described it. And so I've been cancer free on all my scans, and I just had one few months ago, and you know I've had those two little incidents with my jaw, but that was, you know, that was more in my bones, and everything has been cleared up with that. I'm still cancer free, so I just you know I'm lucky. But as I said, like there are certain things that you find out that really help you engage what really matters in life. Like, and I have no more time for bullshit. Just like you guys, like neither one of you guys wants to deal with BS. No one, and then to be honest with you, no one does. Like, I'd rather have my family out of my life than in my life giving me grief. I have peace. I have solitude. I'm happier than ever living the life I live. I no way I'd go back. No way. I was in the blue pill coma for, my God, until I woke up in 28. I woke up from my coma in, I'd say 2016, when I searched marriage problems on YouTube, and I found Stardust, Spetsnaz, Sandman. That was my awakening, and I've only gotten more and more awake from there.
TFM, I'm a Big John, I'm a Sandman. Some of the big hitters that I listen to.
Yeah.
TFM, She Will Never Love You. It was a great video.
Yeah.
It was a great video. I don't know if you guys all know that video.
I think TFM. I think one of the greatest moments of TFM was his little spat with Prager University.
That was a video.
You never saw that? Did you ever see that?
I saw him with Richard Cooper and Donovan Sharp. That's something probably
no.
I don't think I've seen this.
His response to Prager University actually had Prager University respond back. You should look it up on YouTube. I'm sure it's still on there. TFM PragerU. It's amazing. You know, like Prager University put out this thing on why you should get married, and TFM had this whole thing of, okay, great, but you know, no, you shouldn't.
I'll look it up, but I doubt him. I'll look it up, but I doubt him. It's still up, because he probably got rid of a whole ton of old stuff.
I'm sure someone has it mirrored. I'm sure. Did Brandon drop?
For the time being.
Yeah, it's it helped me to not give a fuck when I learned to correctly put people into perspective. The people who are making remarks about how I should live my life, taking inventory of what type of people they were, what value they provided. You know, you find out that everybody in this life has problems, and when you learn to stop valuing complete strangers, you know, sniper opinions about you that they don't know anything about you, right? Because we all get comments thrown at us from time to time that kind of puts us on pause. You know, you got to learn where to correctly place people. Quit caring about every little thing that's said about you, because they're no different, they're no better. There's no such thing as perfect people in this life. So I help not give a fuck by understanding that people don't have as much value as I originally thought they did, as far as their opinions. If that any of that makes sense. Probably sound like a bunch of word salad, but still.
No, it makes perfect sense. AKS, I sent Brandon the video of TFM's response
Well, I'm in Discord.
over text. I'll hopefully he can forward it to you. I don't have your text. I'll send it on Discord later, because I'm on my phone right now for Discord that I use Discord on.
Yeah, maybe we can exchange, and maybe we can exchange numbers, and maybe
Yeah,
but there's always
absolutely.
that off chance you're gonna go off the reservation. There's always that off chance you're gonna go berserk and fucking sandbag, all of us, and fucking jump ship. There's always that off chance you're gonna jump ship and dox all of us, bro. I mean, who knows? Actually, no, I have everybody else's number.
This point, easy.
I don't think you're gonna do it.
No,
I don't think you're gonna do it. Eric.
You can ask Brandon. I barely. I'm not that great with texting, so your secret is safe.
You're gonna jump ship and sandbag them all of us, bro.
All right, I've been able to find some of Outlaw's art that he does.
Oh my god!
So I think that he makes some fantastic art, and if you guys want an Outlaw original, you can get something that's just this beautiful, if not better.
Now, Outlaw, I also do. I do scale model ships. Mm-hmm. I do 1/700 scale. World War II ships. Mm-hmm. I love it. So I understand it's a passion. My ex took a hammer. I had a cabinet loaded with I'd say a little under 60 models, and like they were all painted, and like I had a 6-foot model of the USS Hornet with the B-25 Doolittle raid planes on it.
Yeah.
She took a hammer to everything.
Oh my god.
And it was funny was that was the day like I went to pick up my stuff, and all I said to her was like she was looking for me to react. All I said to her was and my daughter said this drove her insane. All I said to her was, "Wow, that's quite a mess you got to clean up." And I just left with my stuff. And my older daughter, Caitlin, was like, "Oh God, Dad!" She started screaming, and then she took the hammer and started smashing the cabinet that you had all the models in, because she just like broke everything and just piled it like high in the middle of the room. So she broke the rest of the cabinet that they were in with a ball peen hammer.
This other thing that I was thinking about kind of ties in with what you were saying a while ago, EZ. When I learned to stop giving a shit is when I learned that there's no obligation to these women in the first place.
Oh yeah,
there's no obligation at
even-
all.
yeah.
You know, for the most
I don't
part,
even know them
most of
dick.
that-
I don't
yeah,
even
for
know
the
them
most
dick.
part-
Fuck them.
For the most part, the only obligation most men feel are maybe from their parents. Oh, continue the seed, continue the legacy. And
Yeah, but-
some men,
but look at the price of continuing that legacy. Like,
right?
okay, yeah, I don't know one man on this earth that wouldn't love to have children and continue his
Yeah.
line, and I really don't. However, most of the guys that you see now are waking up to the fact that if they do it, they can lose custody of the kids, have to pay for the kids that absolutely are poisoned against them,
Yeah.
and not see them for years. And if you do see them, all they're going to do is just shelter themselves in a bedroom and not do anything with them for the weekend. Like, what benefit is it? And as cynical as that might sound, it's the harsh reality.
Yeah.
Like that movie Up in the Air with George Clooney. As much of an asshole as he is, in that movie, he had one great line when he said, "All right, sell it to me, sell marriage to me." And all she could come up with was, "Well, you won't be lonely when you die." And his response was, "By the end of my mom and dad's life, we checked them into an old age home, and they were by themselves before we could even make it there when they died. Everyone dies alone with strangers around them." And it's absolutely true. As cynical and as dark as that might sound, it's true. And I think the red pill community, I think it's spreading like wildfire because it's truth. Like, men are absolutely driven by truth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you still have and you talk about it all the time, how you have like these blue pill coma people who were just wandering around aimlessly. It takes a harsh incident to wake them up, and then when they wake up, they're just like, whoa, I've been lied to. Like in New York, like the NYPD, we always have this we used to have this saying, like, everyone's a Republican, it's just they haven't been robbed yet. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Well, JLM, I'll give you good reasons to get up tomorrow. You'd be missed. Maybe not the people who you want to miss you will miss you, but some people will miss you. I'll miss you.
JLM, absolutely.
I know you come on stream. I always say, hello, JLM. I don't really know you from Adam, but you're always on my stream, and I like having you around. That's a reason to get up in the morning.
I mean, I could have just said screw it and let the cancer run its course and let it kill me. I only had about 6 to 8 months if I didn't have my surgery, and I could have been, my daughters would have been set up nice, but I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be as happy as I am now. I mean, I wouldn't trade where I am now for the world.
You use those people that hate you as fuel to get up in the morning.
You're damn right.
That's what you do. You live out of spite.
Nah.
You realize that those people that hate you are not worth it.
The best revenge is happiness.
Yep.
Like I said, I wouldn't sell my soul for anything or on this earth for how happy I am now. because I know how bitter it makes my extended family, my brother. I wouldn't trade where I am now for anything.
I've got another thing for you to get up in the morning for, JLM. To know that the U.S. military has commissioned their newest ship, the USNS Harvey Milk.
Oh.
So you could be a rainbow warrior if you join the Navy. You know, you can see it's an oiler, so there'll be plenty of lube.
Is that true? Please tell me that's true.
Yeah, you live in spite, JLM. You your existence pisses them off. You need that. Fuck them. You exist here for a reason. Don't worry about what they think. Now, I don't know your situation personally. That's what I would tell you. Live out of spite. Spite them. Fuck them.
We like having you around, JLM. And every day above dirt is a good day. You know, I've got a medical condition I haven't talked to anybody about here on the stream, but thank God it's a lot more easy to operate on than Eric's was. I got skin cancer. Woo! I spent a lot of time out in the, working outside when I was younger. But, it doesn't do shit. You don't have to worry about that shit. Just cut that fucker off. Hell, I've cut a few of them off myself. Didn't even bother going to the doctor. But it's just something you got to deal with. It's whatever is making you sad. It's a temporary thing. We lost Eric.
Yeah.
There's people out there that are going to piss you off. That's never going to change. There's always going to be people that will piss you off. And Eric, you can come back anytime, but you've been having sort of some connection problems. But we like you having you around, JLM. And if you want to get on the panel and talk, that's fine. If you want to talk to me offline, that's fine too. JLM, that's my phone number if you want to call me up. Probably text me first because I get lots and lots of crank calls, mostly from telemarketers. But if you want to talk, get something off your chest, I'm here to listen to you, brother. I just put my phone number in the chat. So, seriously, you're loved. No homo, but you're loved. If not by, anybody who's in your life right now, the Lord Jesus Christ loves you. And his love is worth a hell of a lot more than mine. And yep. Hemi knows that every telemarketer in the world already has my number. And I'm not afraid of being doxxed. My real name is Bill Sheverbush. But you can call me Brandon. If you want to fucking come after me, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. There's nothing you can do to me. So, if you get a hold of me, I'll give you Rusty's number. He wants to give you his number too. If you want, to talk to Eric, he's just given me permission to give you his number. I'll give you that too. And if there's any of you other brothers out there who are in a bad place, who are having some dark thoughts, call me. I don't give a fuck. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to anybody. I ain't afraid of reaching out and contacting people and having them contact me. But it's best to text me first, because if you don't, your regular call is probably just going to go to my non-set up voicemail. RO is giving out his number if you need to talk to art results oriented. You know, all kinds of people in this community are there for you if you need some help. You know, if it's a money thing, we can work on that behind the scenes too. You know, it's a good community full of great guys, you know, that follow the MGTOW philosophy. So whatever you need, brother. Maybe we can, you know, get you an operation to have your I don't give a fuck button installed. And then you can live happily ever after, not giving a damn. So we just had a couple of brothers hook up, you know. Eric's gonna call results oriented now. But JLM, you know, we love you, man. Even though you are Canadian. I have good friends that are Canadian. I don't know how you do it with that flip top head in the middle of the winter. You'd think you'd freeze, but there it is. I don't know who Tom is, but I'm sure he is in a better place. Oh, Dick Marks, yeah. Yeah. God rest his soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Tom wouldn't want you to quit. He never did. Chaos is giving out his number now too. So look at that. You have so many people reaching out to you right now. Look at all this support. You're not going to get that from, you know, anywhere else. Nobody's going to ask a damn thing of you.
No.
Nobody's going to say, buy my book. Nobody's going to tell you, hey, you know, you can call me, but it's going to cost you $50 a half hour. None of that shit's going to happen. You know, nobody in here is a grifter. We just want to see what's best for you. And we want you to keep it on until the end of your days. No, you've been replaced.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't care about you anymore. He wants to see naked pictures of Eric.
Oh, God.
All right. So does anybody have anything else to add before we drop her off tonight? I was going to make this an hour stream, and here we are 2.5 hours in.
Sometimes it's needed to let brothers know how much they're loved.
Yeah, it really is.
You can't put a time stamp on that. I mean, it's pretty much permanent. You know.
Yeah, and I was eating. Yeah, and I was eating a whole fucking watermelon, pretty much that whole time in the last 10 minutes. But yeah, you know, something to remember. Something to remember him to JLM, and if he wants to talk to me or anybody else, something to remember. You're born with nothing. You come into this world with nothing, and you die with nothing. You come into this world with nothing, and you fucking die, and you die with nothing. You could start over, and fucking pick up from anywhere at any time. You could pick up from, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
You got to start. Yeah. You got to fucking. I mean, the worst is like if they have a recording, of some fucking blackmail that you're embarrassed of. But I doubt that he has that,
No.
because, certain celebrities, like they have so much embarrassing shit happened to them. That's like the worst thing. Of like, let's say you were on TV. Let's say you got your 15 minutes of fame, and it was the most embarrassing fucking 15 minutes of fucking fame you can imagine. That, I mean, that would suck. But even that you could fucking recover from. Yeah, remember JLM? You're born with nothing, and you fucking. You're born with. Yeah. Remember JLM? You're born with nothing, and you fucking die with nothing. And your whole life you could start over. Find it in you to fucking start over, and find it in you to keep going and to fucking start over every fucking day. The end.
Yeah.
That's some tough loving, but it's true. It's true. There's nothing, as long as you're still kicking, you've got more than you came into the world with. Because they can't take what's up here, and they can't take what's in here. You've developed, a heart. You've got all your life experiences. They can't take that away from you.
Like I said, brother, live in spite of them.
JLM, the answer to that question is they want you at the lowest level of subsistence that you will stay on the money without getting a job. They don't want you to get ahead. They want to give you just barely enough to survive so that you're dependent upon them. And I'm doing this with my glasses on purpose, so it looks like I've got square eyes. Anyways, it almost puts you in a place where, when you're living off of the public dime, that you are the beneficiary of a patron, and the patron would be the Social Security system. So all people who were getting the largesse from their patron had to do favors for the patron. They want you to, as a number that they can count so they can money launder. That's all it is. It's a shell game. It's a Ponzi scheme. If you want a good wage, go get a fucking good job, or even a shitty job that pays well. There's all kinds of work out there if you're not afraid to get dirty. I don't know what your situation is, whether you're capable of doing that type of work or not. I don't know. I don't have any idea how old you are or anything, but we have all kinds of people in here who know how to rebuild their lives. I've rebuilt my life 3 fucking times. 2 divorces and a fucking war I had to run away from. So
I had to scrape by for a fucking year because I didn't want the stupid fucking jab. I'm in New York City. I had to scrape by. I turned down a fucking union apprenticeship because I didn't want that stupid fucking Jim Jones juice in my blood system. A fucking year. I couldn't. A fucking year. I'm a fucking year. I'm a fucking year. I couldn't fucking eat and make money. I'm a fucking year I couldn't fucking eat and fucking make money. But it's somehow I fucking scraped some shit together and fucking made it all fucking work out.
All right.
Shit was bad.
Well, brothers, final
was rough.
thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nicky asked, what's your final thought?
Yeah. And be the best and fuck the rest. Be the best and fuck the rest.
Be the best and fuck the rest. Exactly.
And I don't give a fuck. I'm about nothing.
There you go. Outlaw?
I think I've kind of said a little bit of everything. So, yeah, just live in spite, brother. You know, you said it a while ago, JLM. You know, your enemies get sad when you wake up. That's the point. Fuck them. You live in spite. Show them they don't mean nothing. The only thing I would tell you. Grit your teeth, get up the next morning, do it all over again.
Well, improve yourself for yourself.
Absolutely.
You know, don't seek external validation, and don't lose sight that we're all children of God. No marriage, no cohabitation, and no more kids. Peace out, brothers. And
out.
We'll probably have another stream. Oh, it's time to take my medicine. Anyways, peace out, brothers.
Peace out, brother.
We'll see you on the next
one. Later.